Hi there, Neil from Richter, and welcome to another video. As you can see behind me, something completely different in the workshop today. This is actually a collaboration between our friends in Milton Keynes over at Urban Automotive and ourselves. So we've done a lot of the interior work, we've done a combi conversion on it. It's actually got their own body kit on, it's got some steering wheel details, and a lot of the other stuff's also done by Urban Automotive. But yeah, absolutely insane specification. This will be available on our website shortly. Let's talk through it and show you what we've done to this vehicle. So first thing we'll do is we'll take a look at the front of the vehicle. The first thing you notice is there's a big badgeless grille, so that gives it a much more aggressive look with the delete of the VW badge. Inside there we've actually got some work lights as well, some orange marker lights. We don't have to use those, but they're in there depending on who buys the vehicle. The whole front bumper is actually carbon fibre, and what I really love about this, it's been masked up, so most of it's been painted in the same candy white as the van. There's then a couple of bits left, so the bits around the fog lights, or where the fog lights would be, are in gloss carbon, and then the piece on the lower, so the lower front splitter, is a matte carbon, so it's really hard to achieve to actually mask it up and get the two different lacquers on the same bumper. The final thing on the front of this vehicle you see is there's a light pod on the roof, so that's been colour coded in white, extremely bright driving lights on the roof as well, so it's a pod supplied by Urban, which sits on the roof just to finish that front end aggressive look. Now as we move to the side of the vehicle, the first thing you'll notice, lowered suspension, so it's a Bilstein B14 Comfort's fitted to that, so it's a lot lower than a standard vehicle. Massive brake upgrade, so it's an AP Racing, huge great front calipers on this vehicle. The other big change is the Vossen wheels. It's got a set of Vossen wheels. They're a lot wider than the normal wheels we fit on this. It gives it a really aggressive stance, especially the rear wheel. We're talking millimeters off of the rear door when the sliding doors open. But I think you'll agree it's just an absolutely stunning look on this vehicle. So as we stick to the outside of the vehicle, we now move to the back of the vehicle. We've got an upper wing, so that's an Urban upper wing, and again the matching candy white paintwork. The lower bumper, so this is lovely, it's got the false exhaust, but they're metal exhaust tips. Again, the whole rear bumper is carbon. It's then been masked up, so you've got the exposed carbon, the gloss carbon on the top edge. You've also got the painted candy white on the lower edge. The other thing you'll notice on the back, we've retrofitted a rear view camera, and it's also been debadged, so the VW badge has been removed and smoothed. If you remember on a panel van, there's like a deep recess that the VW badge fits in. All of that's been removed and smoothed for a nice clean look on the back of the van. One final thing at the back of the vehicle, you see there is a roof beacon on it. That's linked into those front marker lights as well in the grille. So it's an orange beacon on the roof. Obviously that can be removed. We're going to leave it on because the vehicle is for sale. We don't know what industry that's going to go into. Obviously if it's not for you, we'll get those removed. But it could be handy for certain trades that you've got those building site lights built into the vehicle basically. So as we move to the inside of the vehicle, this is where the biggest transformations are. If you look at the front cabin, pretty much every single piece of metal or any piece of dash has been covered in alcantara. I think it's over 14 grand plus VAT, 14,000 pounds plus VAT just in alcantara work in that cabin. So if you look down the sides of the seats, the lower dash, the upper dash, the door cards, absolutely everything you can touch is an amazing alcantara. What a complete transformation's been made by that. The front seat is completely different. So we've got a Recaro bucket seat. This is, again, this has been fitted in by Urban Automotive. What's different here is actually a cooled seat as well. So you've got an electric seat, which is very rare on a transporter, but it's also heated and cooled. So you can actually switch that on. And it's got the ventilation. I believe originally it was destined, it's more like a Range Rover type seat or what they use on the Defenders, but it's been adapted to fit into this transporter. Got the nice Urban Automotive logo on the airbag as well, so even the airbag's been reupholstered. So the last couple of things on the inside of the front of the cabin, we've got the virtual dash upgrade, so that's all been integrated in. So you've got the virtual cockpit, which we tend to fit as standard in Sportline, but it's quite a common option here. The rear view camera, as I've mentioned, has been retrofitted. The other huge change on this is audio, so it's got an absolute top Hertz pack on this. So under the passenger seat, you've got a double seat. Even the platform that the amplifier sits on is in the same matching carbon, so that's a real carbon platform which matches the same weave as the front bumper. So attention to detail on this is incredible. But yeah, you've got a very high-end, top of the range Hertz audio system in there with a lovely Hertz amplifier and subwoofer under the passenger seat. So as we move to the back cabin of the vehicle, first thing you'll see, we've retrofitted rear seats. It's their original VW 2+1 seats, original seat belts, original floor mounts. These have been upholstered in the same alcantara as the front cabin, which look absolutely amazing. We've actually fitted an additional floor to this. This particular customer wanted like a wood grain effect. I'm sure we can, add some additional mats to that or change that around, but I think it's quite quirky, looks quite cool with this, kind of rustic floor fitted to the vehicle. Above our heads, we've got the halo roof. So we've seen these before on previous videos. We can change colours, but yeah, that remains on when you're driving along. Full alcantara and full carpet lining in the back as well. So everything you see in the back has been fully lined, insulated, sound deadened. We've gone completely over the top on the sound deadening. So under the floor as well, all of the carpets and floors been removed. Every single bit of floor and roof is covered in sound deadening. So I think there's something like, 28 packs or something stupid in the whole van. So masses and masses of sound deadening. The last thing we see in the back is this work light. So this is designed when you're working, if they're pulling up to a vehicle behind, when you open the rear door, we've got a massive laser light almost over the top for the kind of job, but this will be pointing backwards. So if you're working on a car or repairing something, then that comes in really handy. So that's switched on and off from the back of the vehicle. You can also twist that round, so if you did need light when you're loading all your sort of tools in the back or whatever you're doing, you can actually spin that laser light round to the other position, light the back of the van on a dark night as well. So by the time this video comes out, the vehicle should be on the web ready for sale. So head over to the website, take a look, go through the specification there. But yeah, absolutely amazing van. Yeah, really pleased with the look on this one. We'd love to know what you think in the comments, and we'll catch up in the next video.